Good afternoon. At least it's afternoon here in sunny, beautiful San Diego, California. And it's a fantastic day today. I've got the doors open in the house, and it's about 74, 75 degrees here today. This is my first unboxing video, so give me a little help down in the comments section if you have any suggestions for me. I don't really have a good video editor, so this will not be an edited video. So what I have here today is the Timemore. They call it the Timemore coffee weighing scale. I expected it to come as the Timemore Black Mirror scale, but I think they've changed the name just to that. And also it says on here, somewhere on here, it's the basic scale. So I know what that, I think I know what that means. They have a scale that's a smart version. This one is not a smart version of the scale. So but this one is auto on, and some previous versions of this very scale were not auto on. So I've seen a couple of videos by some people who have this, and it looks like a pretty great scale to me. I will show you. You can see I've got the Mocha Master here, and I also have a pour over, etc. And what I've been using for my espresso is actually this it's called a Hario V60, and I think it was meant to go with the Hario V60 pour over. And I don't know how well you can see this or not. I'll try to make it so you can see it. But anyway, this has been the one I've been using for espresso, and it's been a great scale in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways it's not been very good at all. And so that's why I bought this other scale here. There's some things that I don't like about this scale. It doesn't do auto on for sure, and you know, this top surface is very slippery. So I cut out a piece of rubber. I don't know if you guys have seen it in my past videos or not, but it works well enough. It's kind of funky looking. It works well enough, and you know, when I put that down on here, I put the portafilter right on top and balance it on there. And because there's not a great way for it to lay on here, you know, when I use the portafilter, it has the double spouts. You know, it really does slip around on here. You know, the one with the bottomless portafilter actually works pretty well on here, so it's not that much of a problem. And the other scale I use for actually when I'm pouring a shot on the unit, on the coffee unit, is this gosh, what was this called? This is the Weightman scale that was sold on Amazon. A lot of you have it. I think it goes under several names on Amazon, the same scale. I bought it about a year ago at about $11.99. I think it's going for about the same price. This is really a pretty good scale. It's not waterproof, nor was that Hario V60 was not waterproof. So every once in a while I drip coffee on it, or you know, like not a little bit of coffee, but a lot of coffee kind of pours on it, and you know, I have to take it apart and pull the batteries out and put it back together, and it's no big deal. And this thing has been working I've had that about as long as the Hario scale, and this thing really, you know, it has its issues, but for the price, it's a pretty darn good scale. Every one of these is saying unstable because I'm holding it up like this, and when I put it back down, they do better. I don't know if you can see any of the reading on that, but anyway, it has a tear, you know, and if you put like any of these scales, if you put the portafilter on there, you know, it and you turn it on, it automatically tears. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to unbox this Hopefully you guys can see it well enough. I don't have a great space around here because I've got so much coffee equipment. But I thought I'd do that right here in front of the Mocha Master because I got a little space. Anyway, I'm going to open this for the very first time. You're seeing it, and I'm seeing it. Okay, there's this, as a lot of this stuff is these days. This one, I'm not sure exactly where this is made. Let me look on the bottom and see if it's probably Chinese or Taiwan or someplace like that. Put this back on here. Where the writing is so small, I cannot read it without a magnifying glass. Well, anyway, I want you to, here's the back of the box. I don't know how well you can see it. A lot of Asian writing. I'm not sure. I think it's probably Japanese and Korean, but maybe Hoon, you would know that for sure. But anyway, and a little bit of English writing, and you can see it's a Timemore coffee weighing scale. It doesn't say anything about being the black mirror, and there it does on the side, black mirror. So we do indeed have the black mirror still, and this one just arrived yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday by Amazon. They had been held up in sales and shipping for about a week or two, and because of the heavy snow down in the southern part of the United States, etc. But not here in Southern California. But I know Texas. I know Linda. You really got hit with the snow, and my cousin did also in San Antonio, and my niece did also in Austin, Texas. Anyway, I have not read these yet, obviously, but here's what you get. The one says certification, so it's probably the certification of the scale itself and the fact that it works okay. It's just a card, and it has information on there. You can see it, and this is just a book about how it works. Haven't opened that yet either. And this looks like a cloth for the top. Yeah, this is like a little rubber pad on the top, which is great if you have a portafilter, or even if you have a pour over. So we'll see how that goes on there. This thing, now just moving it around in the box, it's already on, so it's obviously got batteries in it. So let's see if we can get this opened up. I really like the display, even though it's seeing it through the bag here. Okay, here we go. Open it up. We're seeing it for the very first time, both you and me. And here it is. Looks really super shiny in here. I think it's because there's a plastic on here. Yeah, I'm sure there is. So, see how I can pull that off. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get the edges going, but yeah, it's one of those that the static allows it to. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Just pulling that static off, and I'll take a look at that here in a little while. And there it is. Let me see if I can turn it off. Yep. You know, one of the downsides that people have talked about is the fact when it's sitting on your counter, you know, you can't really tell which, you know, where to turn it on at. So you got to make sure that you keep it in a way that you do, so that you know it's in the right corner. There's no tactile feel for you know, for where the buttons might be, which is also, some people say, a downside. It doesn't seem to be a downside to me. I've also looked at videos of this, and you hear that beeping, and you can turn that on, or you can, like it is now, or turn it off. And some people don't like to hear it. I think it's a great idea to have it on because you know, if you're fumbling around with it, figuring out where it's here or there or wherever, you can obviously hear that, and you know that you turned it on. You also know when you've entered you know, an action on the scale. So anyway, there it is. Here it is on the back again, and it's on that writing that's like impossible to read for some of you maybe, but I used to have pretty darn good vision, and I don't think I could read it. So I've got I'm going to get my magnifying glass and take a look and see what that says, and maybe tell you a little bit later. Also here comes in the box, which is here, I guess. You know, what's great about these things is it has a rechargeable battery, and it gives you about 10 hours of service, which people say lasts much more than a month. And you can hook it into your computer. You can hook it into you know, if you've got a charger for most cell phones, it's a Type C. It's a Type C charger, but boy, this is some kind of Asian writing, so I can't read it. And there it is. We'll see about how long it is. It's not too bad in length. Yeah, it's probably about 2.5, not quite 3 feet, I don't think, maybe 3 feet. Anyway, yeah, it's got this end. Where am I? I'm sorry, guys. This end, you know, to go like into your computer or into your charger, and then you see it's got a Type C to go into the scale itself. So there you go. That's the Timemore Black Mirror scale. It looks like it's going to work out really well for you. I'm hoping I can do a review video on it to show you how it works with espresso. This is right about 5 inches square. It's a little more than 5 inches in both directions. One direction is a little more, as you can see. I think this side here going up is a little bit longer, but not much, like maybe a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, something like that. So obviously you're not going to have any trouble turning it on because, as you see, just touching it anywhere, and it seems like it comes on. Okay, there it is, guys. Hope my video wasn't too boring for you, and I will see you a little bit later, maybe on Hoon's channel tomorrow, or on Dylan's channel, or somewhere on Instagram or Facebook. All right, bye, guys.